Welcome back, agents, to this explainer on the Division Dispatch. Let's get right to it. Actually, before we even deploy into the intel today, I want to celebrate a massive milestone with you all. This dispatch community just hit 217 subscribers. That is absolutely wild, and I'm so incredibly grateful to have every single one of you tuning in. If breaking down these tactical guides helps you understand the game's underlying math, definitely hit that like button and subscribe so you never miss an intelligence drop. We've got some highly time-sensitive mechanics to cover today, so let's get right to work.
So what's the game plan today? We're running through the Expertise Surge briefing, breaking down proficiency versus expertise, hitting the absolute best farming strategies, and wrapping up with some pro tips and a crazy loot run. Let's get into it.
Starting off with Section 1, Mission Briefing, Expertise Surge.
Listen up, because right now, specifically for Friday, June 26th, 2026, the Expertise Surge event is fully live. And guys, this is a massive use it or lose it situation. If you've been dragging your feet on gear progression, it is absolutely time to wake up. We're talking anywhere from a 3 times to a 5 times multiplier on proficiency XP, totally depending on the activity you're running. And alongside this massive XP boost, you're also getting double drop rates for all expertise materials across the board. Ceramics, carbon fiber, electronics, titanium, all doubled. Even field recon and SHD calibration conversion rates at the crafting station are doubled. This is definitively the single best window all season to push your loadouts to maximum expertise.
Now you gotta be careful here, because you can't fall into the trap of assuming everything is amplified. It's kind of like a giant puzzle. Your proficiency XP, crafting materials, printer filament, SHD calibration, those are heavily boosted. But things like drop rarity and high-end rolls, totally untouched. Those factors are still entirely depending on your game's difficulty setting. So just expect the materials and XP to be multiplied, not your general junk loot or base gear stats.
Moving right along to Section 2, Proficiency versus Expertise Level.
Okay, let's demystify these mechanics, because I know these overlapping progression systems confuse so many players. Think of proficiency as an individual scorecard. You're ranking from 1 to 10 on a specific gear piece, a weapon, a brand, or a skill. You literally have to push that individual item's proficiency to rank 10 before you can fully upgrade it. Expertise, on the other hand, that's your account-wide cap, which maxes out at 30 right now. So your account-wide expertise level only rises as you hit that rank 10 proficiency on various items. Once an item is fully proficient, then you can spend those newly doubled materials to push its expertise upgrade to match your account cap. You've got to grasp this loop if you want to optimize your time today.
Which brings us to Section 3, Best Tactical Farming Strategies.
If you're leveling items from rank 1 all the way through rank 20, the raw drop density of Countdown and Retaliation is it's unbeatable. But to be mathematically efficient, you need to follow this exact 5-step execution sequence. Step 1, queue up for Countdown or Retaliation. Step 2, set your targeted loot to whatever brand sets or weapons you haven't maxed yet, and mark every single drop as junk. Step 3, open your tinkering menu and go to Expertise. Step 4, and this is absolutely crucial, hit Donate All Junk. And finally, Step 5, deconstruct whatever pieces are left over for raw materials. The Surge multiplier makes this grind incredibly smooth.
But what happens when you hit rank 20? Grinding for named items and exotics manually is a total slog. Well, stockpiling printer filament via target mod farming is the ultimate shortcut. Here's how you do it. Run Countdown again, but this time set your targeted loot specifically to gear system mods. Deconstruct every single mod you pick up. This is going to absolutely flood your inventory with printer filament. Then you just go to the specific weapon or skill in your expertise menu, hit research, and donate that filament directly. It completely bypasses the manual combat grind. It's a real game changer.
And just to prove how staggeringly effective these strategies are when combined with the Surge, check out this data point from the Bloody Houndsman bounty. A player recently ran this specific bounty with a clanmate, and a mere 10 runs, literally just 10, took them from expertise level 17 all the way up to 21. No way, right? But it's true. That is a massive, highly repeatable pace. Combining targeted bounties like this with your filament donations is an incredibly powerful loop to tap into right now.
All right, almost time to deploy. Section 4, Pro Tips and Loot Runs.
Okay, I need to issue a massive warning here that you literally need to burn into your muscle memory. Always, always donate your junk before you manually deconstruct it. If you get impatient and deconstruct your inventory early, you will permanently destroy items that the Tinkering donation system desperately needed to push your proficiency ranks. Always hit Donate All Junk first, let the system take what it needs, and only then deconstruct the leftovers. Oh, and don't forget to set your targeted loot before queuing up, because it only applies to drops you earn while it's actively selected.
Here's another quick heads up to help you avoid a massive pitfall with your SHD watch. Using your watch as scavenging points to buy printer filament is great, but actually, scratch that. It's only great if you've broken the 1000 SHD threshold. Because below SHD level 1000, those points do not convert directly to printer filament. So definitely check your watch level before relying on that method to fast-track your exotics.
Now, if you are starving for raw materials right now, wrap your head around this number, 3,300. That is how many materials you can rake in during just a 30-minute tunnel loot run. It's a completely fight-free route detailed in today's Farming Friday post, and it synergizes perfectly with the Surge. Stacking a passive run yielding over 3,300 materials with your active proficiency grinding today, that is the absolute definition of tactical efficiency.
So, here's the deal, agents. Surge windows with multipliers this heavily stacked, they just don't come around often. The massive expertise multiplier is live right now, waiting for you to take advantage of it. So I leave you with this question. Will you secure expertise level 30 today, before this event vanishes? Gear up, get out there, and push hard on that proficiency. Thanks for exploring this dispatch with me on today's Explainer, and I will see you in the field.